Thank you for that. I'm going to have to make sure my mother watches this so she can hear that. But yeah, I've been doing this for 20 years now. It's an increase in membership, number of members in net revenue on the members as well. So the membership revenue and the number of members. A couple of strategies I can get into, but I really truly believe that the bottom line is not rocket science. It's pretty simple, and that is simply you need to ask a lot of people to join. I'm amazed at the number of folks, business people out there that have never been approached and asked to join their local Chamber of Commerce. And you know, I think that it starts there. It starts with getting out there and being active in the community and just approaching people and getting to talk to them and asking them to join. It's, you know, it's not that simple, but that's where it starts. I think it's a little bit of both. I think in some instances it absolutely can be done with just a cold call. And my approach in working with, we have one membership director here that we work with on our, we're a small staff of 4. So I do some of it, but the membership director is largely responsible for it. What I like to have them do is work on appointment and make those cold calls and make appointments and sit down with a prospect face to face. And a lot of times it can be accomplished in just one meeting, but you know, more often than not, it's building a relationship. It's getting to know people a little bit, popping in now and then, and like anything, establishing some trust over time. Less of that than we used to have. What happens now more often is we get internet inquiries from our website. So there's a space on the website where somebody can apply for membership, and just we'll get an email with that inquiry. We don't have the dues piece set up on that right now, so it does then require a phone call from the membership director saying, you know, we received your inquiry, you're interested in membership, you know, let's make this happen, and then they'll take it from there. That can happen, then they'll get payment over the phone or something like that. Yeah, we're well respected. I hope so. Yeah, and in the news a lot. We have a pretty good presence in the local media here, so I think that some members do learn about us that way, and they do find us on the website. More than I would have thought, actually, find us that way. Now, that doesn't mean they're flooding through the website to us. It may be, you know, a couple of months that find us that way. But even that, I think, is pretty good. But most of it is still, you know, doing it the old-fashioned way, in my opinion, and making cold calls and going out and knocking on doors and being visible and, you know, just finding the prospects wherever you can. My philosophy and reality are probably two different things. The philosophy is that absolutely we try to use the board of directors. We don't have a requirement, but we have a recommendation that they each, you know, recruit 1 member a year. And does it happen? No. You know, there may be a handful of them that we can count on to do a little bit of outreach for us and make some good referrals. So we need to do a better job on that. But, you know, again, I don't rely necessarily on volunteers. I think if you've got a good membership director, a good sales team, they can do the job. And if you get some introductions along the way, all the better. But again, I still think you can do it with a good staff. I think that's a very important question, and I've seen different structures over the years. The one that I'm the most comfortable with is one that has a base salary and then a commission. And I think the commission needs to be aggressive because, you know, I think when you pay someone too much for a base salary, and I've seen it here before, the structure I inherited here was a high base and low commission, and frankly didn't work. And once we changed that, all of a sudden the results changed. And I'm a big believer in that. Do a little bit of that. My personal belief is that the base salary they're getting paid, you know, then retention's part of the job. But I'm okay with giving a little bit of a residual commission on the first year renewal. So after someone's been a member for a year, if they renew, we do a 5%.
Well, that's not unaggressive. That's good.
You know, but it's something, and it's only for that 1 year. The feeling being, after 2 years, they're pretty much likely to stay with you. I don't think so. I'm fine with that because again, they're getting the base salary, so you are paying them. And the other thing is their presence at those events is going to help them with their membership sales if they're doing it right. So if they're there networking with either existing members trying to get referrals or non-members to try to get them to join, it's a benefit to them to be at those events. So I look at it that way. No, I'm fine with that. I think that works and is appropriate in a lot of cases. And there are certain businesses that I might not want my membership director reaching out to, and I might want to do that myself or in conjunction perhaps with a board member on a peer-to-peer level. Appreciate it. Thank you, Frank.
All right.